Hello, good people. This is Alexander's church right there. I go to Thomas Mass there regularly, and this reminds me of Louis C.K.'s one comment about the pissing children. Well, as you see, they're not pissing, they're just dancing around that fountain, whatever. It's still very pretty, as you see. There's our main library. If you have a bird view for it, it looks, well, kind of bird. It's a very Finnish bird. I think I should then link some explanation of the bird, but there it is. There's our Statue of Liberty. Let's see if I can zoom it. Okay, there we go. So this is a kind of same than those what you have a Civil War thing, because we had our own. I will take a few steps here, so maybe we get a better view. Sorry about everything, but oh, there we go. There. So there's a man holding a sword. The face is about a clergyman who was on the white side. He hated Russia, and Tampere was a few years before this was built, well, erected. It was like a epicenter of the Reds. So Reds and Whites had this civil war. And why, you might ask? It was because we had this system that the farms were, with the main generation, have been going smaller and smaller because of the not the firstborn wasn't everybody got their own piece of land, and finally there wasn't any point to give this land away, so others kind of have to settle for these rental purposes. They had to do the work first for the owner and then do their own job after it, which was really tiresome, and it's kind of slavery actually. So because these people in the good places, they didn't oh god, my English, anyway, excuse me, but they didn't want to give any, you know, any what do you say, there wasn't room for negotiation at all. So they took their matters on their own hands. They had a civil war, they lost, and these whites which were educated in Germany had a military advantage, and that's why and of course the better weapons and all that, they won. And then that eyesore there it's like a middle finger, really. It's middle finger. You lost, we won, suck it up. Okay. If you go that way, there is a statue of Minakant. It doesn't show here, and I come from the store, so I'm not really in the mood to go in that way. Maybe some other video. But actually, her name was Minna Kant, and she was very much a feminist. So, feminist Kant, and she doesn't mind. And she wrote lots about the poor people's conditions in 19th century. We have a little bit different in Finnish to we don't like living future that way, that we would say the numbers 18 something, 1850, 1860, when she was writing those novels. There's another difference. To our novels are short stories, so I have to kind of flip my mind every time I try to speak English. Anyway, this is the place I go to if I have something to do over there or there. And now I'm going to bus station. No, not bus station, the bus stop, which is over there. And I will prove to you that we have an excellent as you see, there are buses coming all the time. There's another one. And it's almost 8 in the evening. There's lots of coffee shops and restaurants over there. Here, press that, like that. Then we wait, like a good citizens. We don't want to jaywalk, which is kind of stupid when you know the reasons why jaywalking ever invented. And bicycle lady. Hi. Bicycles are really big in Oulu, where I'm from. People will cycle even at winter time. And people in Finland, they walk. It's kind of oh, there is a. Do you see the guy? Anyway, he had that kind of thing on him. It was like a skateboard with the handle. Again, the bicycle. We have cars, but to be honest, they are not very new. People like to. Well, we change our cars very seldom. We kind of get attached to them, I think. More buses. See, there's a free on the road. And there are more bikes. Well, I call them bikes, you can call them bicycles, but to me they are bikes. If you're a motorcyclist, you might get offended, because these all are bikes to me. And I wonder, yeah, this is a Finnish brand. Tunturi. It means it's not a mountain, it's a much smaller one. I had that kind of bike once. and it would be nice to find Jopo, but it's not very likely to find the one when you want to find the one. Okay. Because they are so wanted, it's very likely that in some point it will get stolen. No, this is not either. But that name means a pearl. There you see the bus lines. There is the name of the bird and this bus stop. Metso, Pyynikintori, Oa Pyynikintori. And there is this wonderful, wonderful church. I try to avoid those people that they don't cut on the tape or this film. And there's a Metso again. Haukiluoma, Rahola, Kalkku, Lamminpää, Tesoma, Tahmela, Kaarila, Siivikkala, Pitkäniemi, Reuharinniemi, Nokia, Sammalisto, Nokia. Like that. Lielahti, Siivikkala. If we go this road that way and turn right, there is my. Usually I use that swimming hole, but not today. Maybe tomorrow when I'm more alert and rested. And there's our Red Cross. I will back it up so you will see this. That means help victims of the war. People who are fleeing, they need water, food and shelter. And there is it's called Hunger Day. Nälkäpäivä. And when I was in school, we had this rice, very like a watery rice porridge, which we ate, and that is what they give on the it's like first aid food when there is nothing else to eat, and kind of remind you that how lucky you are to have something else to eat. It wasn't bad. I actually like it, but if you don't have anything else, only this watery rice porridge, well, better than nothing, I guess. Then they have these people are collecting money on the streets for the cause and on schools also. And I think probably the best day for me in school was always that day, because I really felt to be a part of something bigger. Not a Christmas or ended the school on just before summer when you get ice cream and all that, but no, I think the Hunger Day was the best. It's kind of give you this feeling that you actually matter. Your actions matters. Okay. Well, I think this was it, and more videos coming up. Ciao!